good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Yellow Jackets offense will have the football first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with a huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking for a crease. It's Kane. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bowie. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They have got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. looking downfield. It's Mims. That's caught. It's Kane. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll run the sneak for it.
Yeah, no mystery there. Third down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has given up ground but stood tall at the end. Forced a field goal last time. They'll try to do it again. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Pryor. Using his feet to buy time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes the catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Inside the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Dropping back, it's Mims. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it slips just inside that right upright. That brings him to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback on the keeper. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Fry. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Still looking on the move. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
They're setting up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to get it to the marker. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that touchdown run is is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mims. Zings it complete to the right. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line gets set, first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab, it's Best. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. Under fire. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the team.
Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Dogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bowie. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Bulldogs are marching down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. To the air, it's Mims. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Bowie. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second and goal coming up. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bulldogs. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Spits it out to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. QB draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10. Scanning the field, it's Pryor. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now second and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
The Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Behind the chains now on second and long. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Best. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Gives it on the option. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gives it on the option. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using the quick game. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far. They've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They believe they can run right here. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mims. Finds his man, it's Bowie. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Kane. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Bowie. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just keep slinging it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On the move, he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 44, the defense coming up with a big interception. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll leave it with him. He'll try to take it back. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try to get outside. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adapted. Lets it fly. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you've got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second. Turning it on! Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The option look. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Yellow Jackets kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The Yellow Jackets showing a little sting as they build their lead against the Dogs.
How about them Jackets, man? This is so good for Georgia Tech fans. They're so jacked up and excited. They think the Georgia fans, they think they're buffoons. They're smarter, they're better, and when they can beat them on the field, they want to rub it in their face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Mims. Got his man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Cherry. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll snap it from the 20. Play of this drive. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Slithers into space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Pryor. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's Bowie. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Working that left side now. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Best. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Mims. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third down, going up top. He uncorks one deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And so the Ramblin' Wreck make it all the way to the finish line as Georgia Tech takes this edition of Clean Old-Fashioned Hate. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next.